Hey all listeners, welcome back to XCOM Long War. We are on the trail of that Muton elite Praetorian who's trying to be a pain in the ass. Remember, there's another pack back here, so I do run the risk of activating them if I do move up here, so you gotta be a little careful. But it did find the bastard, and we didn't activate anything else, as long as we don't go over the lip, it looks like. So we may have a little bit of a journey in store for us if we want to get at this guy. It's just gonna be not one of those journeys I like. So let's repair. Now, do we want to repair, or do we want to let these servos do their work? I kind of want to let the servos do their work, honestly.
I'm on it, Commander.
We keep kind of trying to aggressively track this little bastard down. He is obviously the biggest threat on the map right now, and he can do a lot of damage and a lot of pain if we're not careful. Alright, where is Wolf? The man with the plan. The Uplift Mofo party plan. Let's go here and reload. Flank. He can't see you.
Position confirmed.
He can't see you. Don't even give me that. He has no sight lines on you, buddy. You'll be alright. We'll move you up there next turn. We'll get him on the corner so we can start getting flank shots. We could rush up here, but I want my Rocketeer to be alive, preferably. Let's see. So, we could try and chase him down more proxy, but I have a feeling I'm going to be needing a proxy for the heavy mech at some point. Saint needs to reload before we push on further. Could take a ping, but that's not really going to do what we need here. I think it would be best for us just to kind of come back here.
I'm on it, Commander.
Let him sit up there, and he's going to have reactive targeting and all the other nasty shit that I was talking about before in his promotion box. But I want to be able to handle him without too much issue. Feels like we got off relatively easy comparatively in a previous base defenses. Hitting those 12 Mutons in this wide open room, having to blow our own cover to try and make headway. Now I have my idea of a great time. And this guy's gonna sort of not see us this way, so I need to split the difference a little bit. Keep inching up, get a little bit closer, and take some DR if we need it. Or Saint. Yeah, we're gonna need to reload that gun, buddy. I have a feeling hit and run is gonna be very, very heavily in your future. And we don't want to do that. For Overwatch, we are going to run Baker on Overwatch. We're running hit and run here like crazy, for obvious reasons. Zoidberg can't leave here for the same obvious reasons, lest he be flanked. Van Dorn can potentially be here as pretty good bait if he tries to come in. Van Dorn's a tough old guy, so we can kind of keep this guy locked down. Also with Opportunist if need be, to get rid of that annoying, what was it called? Oh yeah, reactive targeting sensors. It's funny how they implanted sensors in Muton Elite, but you know, it is aliens.
We'll call.
Get my Rocketeer back up this way. I don't want to go around the sides. I want to kind of go through here. We take more engagements, and then we're gonna Zoidberg. You know what the hell? We could potentially run the oh shit button right now and make sure he can't see anybody out in the open. But he's probably still going to be trying to rush up on us. Come on. Come on, little buddy. I know you want to come in. No, you don't. You don't want to come in. Let's see what else we got.
I'm on the move.
Still there? Still there. Not on Overwatch either. Interesting. Okay, Wolf, do you have something that doesn't require precision shot on this guy? He may. It's maybe... Oh, this is going to be squad side anyway, so it doesn't tell me very well. Let's go right here to see if we can guarantee a flank shot if we have one. Yes! Okay, we got a 100% chance to crit with Wolf here. So we want reactive targeting sensors to go off potentially on this move, and then we can wreck this guy before we have any trouble. Alright, give me that nice 11 damage, potentially a crit. Oh, 22 crit, Wolf. That's freaking brutal, bro.
They're starting to lose ground.
Yeah, they are. Getting wrecked is what's happening. Alright, they're not even on Overwatch, so he probably thought I was just going to give up or something weird like that. I don't know what he was thinking. This is XCOM. What's up? Okay. Last Muton Elite is down. I repeat, last Muton Elite is down. So the currently active alien threats are gone, which is big right now. This gives us the opportunity to get out here on blue move, and then we can always scatter to cover if something really nasty comes over the ridge.
Commander.
The way this has been going, though, I'm pretty comfortable assuming they're not going to be coming at us. We're kind of really coming at them instead. Overwatch that. Van Dorn, come up here.
Moving.
I want to keep people moving toward the cover we're going to need as we crest the ridge here. Probably something really nasty waiting over the wings, and I want to be ready for it. Alright, Excellent. We're almost out of repair. We are out of repair servos on Baker. So Excellent's going to come up here and do some spot welding starting next round. That was a nice shot, Wolf. 22 crit, buddy. That's, you tell those Muton elites, they got nothing on us. Let's get J-Ray up as far as we can. Maybe to that position later. He's run out of explosive rockets, and that's fine. We've used them well. I don't think we've abused them. Whenever you have that many Muton elites, just shit gets bad. Let's see. Let's keep Saint up by the General for obvious reasons. Cairo. Let's get you up a little closer too, I guess. I mean, we are providing mobile cover, kind of, but I wouldn't mind an Overwatch that may actually hit if something comes across the ridge. Set that up, and then Baker can set an Overwatch now, but we're not going to move her because I want Excellent to be able to actually spot weld her real quick. So we're definitely hearing the mech still up. Hearing the sectoid still up, yep. And the cyber disc still up. And I wasn't sure if that secret pack was the invisible pack or there's something else coming. We know there's definitely another enemy set contingent over this ridge, so we're going to take one more second here and prep up. Namely, Excellent's going to go do a little bit of welding. Repair our mech. God, repair is really a beautiful, beautiful promotion. You realize how good it is until you start, not above your pay grade, buddy. You are an engineer. I keep telling that. Everyone keeps saying it's above their pay grade. That's actually literally what I pay you for. Do mechanical stuff. I'm a mechanical man.
Heading for that location.
Go there. Classic CNC? Nobody? No? Alright. We know there's something nasty over the ridge, so we're going to be ready to deal with that on cue. Let's keep moving our Rocketeer into position. And I don't want to crest the ridge, like I said, until I'm damn well ready to actually take contact. And until I'm ready... Oh, yeah, I'm not ready without everyone having full rounds, basically. So we're going to crest that once Nova comes up. She's going to be obviously our point person for obvious reasons. She does have lightning reflex in case stuff does shoot at her. Van Dorn, sit back here. And again, we're not going to go over the ridge. We're not going to cross the lip.
Heading to that location.
For obvious reasons, we don't want to get spotted by whatever's over there. We're going to keep the Overwatches here. So nothing's moving past that lip right now. Cairo, kind of the same deal. But if something does come up here, like near us, we'll actually maybe be able to get at least an Overwatch on it. So Baker, pretty much the exact same rule. I'm going to pull you one more tile further back just in case we get a random set. We're getting a lot less loot from this mission. We've blown up a lot of it now. We've kind of had to not give those Mutons the world's greatest firing positions. But, you know, that's the price you pay sometimes. And at least we're going to get a good yield out of this regardless. We're going to move to Alloy Cannon here in case something does run at us. Like, I'm thinking lids or... Well, we can't have Berserkers, we didn't hear lids, so... I don't know, maybe Mechtoid? Mechtoid is a possibility here. A distinct possibility. Okay, it could be mech over the ridge. Something. But I still think there's also another... I think there's another silent pack too. So we got Sectoid mech, some kind of heavy mech, probably Sectopod, the way it's been going. We have a silent pack and a cyber disc pack. There's always cyber discs in these base defenses. It's hilarious. Everyone knows, like the game knows that every single player hates cyber discs. That's why they put them in everything. It's like cranberry juice. They put it in everything. Well, cranberry juice is better than cyber discs. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Just kind of the way I am. All right. Is Wolf going to give us enough intel on this move or not? Now, will you say Wolf when we're going through a door? I need to know if I'm walking into one pack or two. I'd be walking into two, looks like. It's a pack of 6 and a pack of 3 in the back. So maybe we just activate the 6 in the front.
Cleared to engage.
We got... Oh, tell me we don't have another Thin Man Typhon boss. Seriously? Did we get doubled... Did we seriously get doubled freaking... Why are you flanked? I guess the drones. Did we seriously get another level 9, like double level 9 boss at once now? Yep, we did. So Seekers are going to be a problem. We're going to have to run in and deal with Typhon quickly. He's going to be able to pick us off at range pretty much at will. So we're going to have to be very, very careful with how our angles line up. And with the 4 freaking Seekers on this is not going to be good. Alright. Yeah, we're going to need to rush up. My move here wasn't premature by any stretch, but this is really annoying. Okay, Wolf, can you start dropping some of these? I need less drones to be in my life right now. Really? You rolled a 9. The DR fucked us the rest of the way. Okay, that's unfortunate. We can get this kill. We're in the zone. The way we may need to fight this, actually, is to force the Thin Man Sniper, the level 9 boss sniper, to come over the ridge here and meet us face to face. Because he's going to have trouble getting vision on us if we're back here. We may have to lure him, because otherwise, if we try to close, he's going to be taking Pachas as the whole time, and those Seekers are going to be around too. So a little bit of just sit back, relax, and have a gun show kind of thing, maybe in order here. Gonna have eyes on this guy from here? We will.
I'm on the move.
The problem is also the Seekers are gonna be giving us, or giving the ugly bastard vision of us, which is a problem. They're invisible spotters for him, basically. That's a really unfortunate layout that we got. What packs are where. And these little drones, I mean, they have DR up the wazoo. They do not die easy. Dead is disco, indeed. Now, I may want to burn, or think about burning. Yeah, he's going to have trouble getting this angle here.
I'm moving to that position.
I think this is okay. It won't open us up to too much sniper fire.
Scarabuda.
Saint hunkered. We'll see if the sniper fire starts coming in. If the sniper fire starts coming in hard, we know that we didn't get our angles right. And we're going to have to do more work on this. Yeah, let me pull you back. We're mostly immune to the acid, so I'm not worried about bunching up. The aim is going to hurt more, obviously, but whatever. Zoidberg is just in the immune to acid crew. Yeah, Excellent's a little vulnerable right now, but we'll figure out what's going to happen here, and then we'll decide how to move forward. So we do have the angles on us. We'll see where they need to move and how they're going to play it. I'm gonna shift J-Ray back here. Shift Zoidberg back here too. There's no way this is gonna be easily flankable for anybody, and that way we can actually cover our folks back here with a little bit of Overwatch. I have this feeling Seeker's gonna go chokey very, very quickly and take advantage of that. I'm gonna shift my mech to the other side so we have a flanking position on whatever kind of runs up, and then we'll see what happens. I mean, a little bit of chicken right now is who's going to twitch first. And if we can play this the same way we played it last time, we'll be alright. Danger is one of those Seekers is that, you know, level 9 Seeker, so, yeah. Not exactly great. What do we got? They gonna do anything? Yes, there was a silent pack there. Didn't hear that Thin Man pack. That was pissed me off the most. Let's see, we got a kill. We gotta get this down. They're gonna be spotting for. They're gonna be spotting for our little Thin Man friends.
Reconfigurando matriz de objetivos.
They really want my mech dead. Pretty interesting. Very nice. 2 down. Another Thin Man pack. We didn't hear that one. That's really kind of tricky of them. But that was that silent pack I was talking about, suspecting was here. So what do we have up still? 3 Thin Men and 2 Seekers. And it looks like, do we have anything suggesting that there are Seekers nearby? That one's still twitching and falling through the floor. But, alright. So far so good. We're going to have to siege this out a little bit, like I've been saying, unfortunately. Don't have much choice.
Reloading
lock and
weapons.
load is for. Is what lock and load is for. One for all it, and aim it. And Nova, yeah, you're gonna need to reload. We're gonna be running a little low on rounds here. Jean can lock and load, no problem. And keeping kind of my troops to the center here is a good way to test whether they have eyes on us or not. Let's get that here. Van Dorn. Let's take one more tile
That's affirmative.
and set that up. So I gotta see what they see. Without knowing that, I can't decide what's a safe position or not. Oh, Wolf's still back here. Holy Jesus. Probably has a seeker right on his ass, doesn't he? Yup. Got one right there. If we had collateral damage or something, gotta give me a Shogun one of these days. Get Wolf right up here.
Moving out.
We know the Seeker trying to follow him. So we'll bring him into the pack, into the fold, and then probably deal with that when we come to it. Cairo, you don't have lock and load, so for now you have enough rounds like that. And we're going to siege this out a little. Not the most exciting strategy, I know, but when you're dealing with 2 level 9 bosses, one of which is Seeker and one of which is Thin Man, which could easily isolate you if you're not careful, you got to keep your head down. We knew there was a Seeker following Wolf a little. That freaked me out. It's probably the big one, too. Wants to take out the most dangerous sniper while we can. What we got? Little guy?
They're moving to flank. They are moving around the site. The target. Oh, missed.
That one's dead.
X-ray eliminated.
Probably going to see a Thin Man come up here. Some air is Typhon. We're going to take a shot. We're going to get hit here. Oh! That's a swing and a miss. Quite unexpected, actually. And yeah, so we're going to play pretty much the same strategy we played last time with these guys. And that was getting into flanking positions and having a field day with them. Are you the only guy, or is that guy still tracking Wolf? I wonder if they actually change targets. If they do change targets, we'll know. If they don't, this will be a pretty good test. Let's see. Nope. Still wants Wolf in a body bag. Okay. That's probably the big guy, too, which is going to be interesting. Now we have options, because now we know these assholes are here, and Saint can do freaking work on this. Nova can do freaking work on this. So we're going to take the exact same tack we took last time. Going to be a Thin Man out here, giving Overwatch fire. We're going to have a corner shot here. We're going to have Saint hit and run. We can get Baker to hit and run, and then we're going to have to deal with the Seeker, but that should be fine. Yeah, this is the boss Seeker still. We've got this down. All right, Nova, get up here.
On my way.
And Titan Armor's going to help here. Obviously, we're not going to worry about the acid too much.
Got a lot of heat on me.
Right through the flight computer, but that's all right. Flight computer is whole. It is in one piece. It is alive. All right, and now let's get Saint to do his dirty work up here. Oh, you had the angle, but you don't anymore. Really? Shit. I was expecting hit and run. I'm not going to have it now. Apparently I blocked it with Nova. That's not great. Actually quite bad. Okay, that's actually really frustrating. Well, Baker can at least get the flank that we all know and love here.
Affirmative.
I wonder if they have pretty low panic rolls like their kin. It's possible. But obviously the main target here is going to be big dude here. What's your name again? You are Typhon? Yeah, they keep giving us Typhon. They keep giving us Wraith on these missions. Luckily we're not having anything nastier, because they do come nastier, but... Alright, Nova, you're going to have to probably take a little bit on the chin here, girl. Getting the hollow up is going to be critical for us. That might, you know, she may even be able to get us a kill there. Actually, you know what? Forget Nova for the hollow. Let me get Van Dorn for the hollow, so we can double suppress and put hollows on these two things. I have a feeling these guys are not going to be able to do much. Suppress, please. Very good. Very good. That's guaranteed damage, which is very, very useful in this stage. Wolf. Wolf can probably get a corner position here. And no, this thing is still following him, so we can make it so that he doesn't want to choke Wolf yet. It'll be alright. We even have Wolf having angle on these things. And remember, as we know, Wolf's aim is ridiculously good, especially for close range. Let's try that 80% so we can clear up and have me have a clearer conscience of what I do with Nova. One less. Perfect. So we can guarantee some damage here. Yeah, we might be able to clear this up completely. Smile. Let's give him some shots, yeah? 8 damage. We could be doing more. Let's do more. Always ask more from our soldiers. Come on. Roll higher. Maybe crit. He just doesn't want to go down. He's just a tough little bastard. Alright, well, Nova, maybe you can crit and end this, please. 7. Oh, it doesn't use a crit. This is going to be a kill. Beautiful. Yes, where you want fire. I want to fire. Yes. I think you have questions. Dealt with. Awesome. Now, so level 9 boss is great. So that strategy has paid dividends twice now. Of get your ass out here and just go for it. Saint is going to come up here. He's going to run and gun. And I think it looks like it's clear in this room. Nothing else coming. Let me run and gun, drop that last thin man, and then we're obviously going to have to drop the Wraith that's going to be choking to life, probably out of Wolf. What's up, little guy? I heard you like thin mans. What's up? You're no longer a thin mans. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So, that was dealt with handily. Now let's deal with the other level 9 boss, which is the monster that chokes. Let's go here with Zhang and Overwatch. We can reload in Overwatch.
Reloading my weapon.
More rounds are always more rounds. If it's going to come up and choke somebody, it may do so here. Mainly,
On the move.
mainly because now there's a lot less Overwatch to go around, so probably get a good round or two in before shit gets weird. So let me get Excellent up closer so he doesn't get isolated. We know it's following Wolf. It wants Wolf in a bad way, and I don't want to let it have him. We do have to kind of stick to cover still, because it can still fire and it can put us in a bad position. Jerry, can you get over here, please? Hey, I'm talking to you. Can you not get up here? What about this position? Are we not allowed to move here? I guess we can move here. Fine. Let's move here. Just get closer to people so you can get covered. But obviously Wolf's going to be the target, so I'm just going to keep my mech right close to him. Now we don't have any more thin men to worry about. And that's really the best strategy on this rise. If you see something like that and you see Typhon come out in long-range engagement, just wait behind the ridge. He'll come out eventually. Alright, so we've got... If we get shot, we're going to get crit. If we get choked, we're going to get choked, and then we'll see what happens. I really don't want to burn my freaking battle scanner on this. There he is.
They are flanking my position. They're on the move. They're moving to flank me.
Alright, we got some damage in, but not that much.
Reajustando sistema de puntería.
Yep, going after Wolf. Love snipers. Okay. So this guy is nasty. Yeah, we got Cyberdisc, Mech, Insectoid still, and probably still the end pack. So we're getting there. Again, we're getting there pretty dependably. It's just a matter of making sure this gets done. I want to make sure big damage is done promptly to this ugly bastard. 47? Airborne? You're not airborne, you're choking! No, you can't do that. You can't be airborne while choking. That is a glitch right there. That's not right. That shouldn't be possible. Luckily, Van Dorn doesn't give a shit about choking and stuff. He's gonna kill this guy dead. Get him off of wall. Yeah, Van Dorn! He's like Nova Gun.
Almost out of ammo.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh, Van Dorn had a good time with that one. He didn't want nobody choking our snipers. Leave the snipers alone, man. Alright, and that's everything that's active. Bloody marvelous. 33 aliens down. Probably 18 plus to go. Probably 24, thereabouts. And they're staffing these even harder these days. It's kind of obnoxious. Wolf, come up here. Not because it particularly matters, but because Zoidberg that way can heal you quickly. Get you up. I need to max out Wolf here. It's weird to be doing this for only 3 hit points, but we have extra med kits. That's the whole point of having Zoidberg here. He can kind of keep everyone topped off, and along with our engineers keeping our mechs topped off, we're going to go into the back end of this engagement pretty well.
I'm ready.
We still have, obviously, heavy mech and cyber discs, which are never any fun. But we do have shred, and we do have heat in the form of a rocketeer, so that's going to help punch through that armor, and then by the time the Sectoid pod comes around, hopefully we'll be able to deal with that pretty well, and we'll have proxies. So we have pretty much the flexibility to do all of this relatively easily. It's just a matter of doing it right, which we will. Patience, again, as I always say, patience is absolutely the name of the game on these missions. So we're just going to take our time to reload and get set and move into the next room when we're ready to do that. Zhang, come up here. Again, nothing's active, so I'm alright. Just slinging out here and reloading.
Reloading.
Beautiful. Oh, it's 2 freaking level 9 bosses again. So nice to be dealing with that crap all the time. Ugh. So mech, Cyberdisc, And we know there's a sectoid pack, even though it's not chittering right now. Alright, gonna roll up here.
Estoy en camino.
I'm glad we kept all these foods alive, though. That's really, really good. Unlike the Mutons, which would sit there and sling grenades at us, we could sit back and wait for these guys to come around.
Okay.
Typhon, the one weakness is a good ridge in between you and him. If it's an open map, you're going to be taking massive welts to the face before he goes down. But on a map like this, it's feasible to handle the level 9 Thin Man boss. Very nice. Saint.
Уже иду.
Don't go through the door yet, but we'll get an oral cue probably of where something is through the door so we can set up better. The better we got the intel, the better we are overall. Alright, J-Ray, stay there, because we're going to need you to snap a rocket off, probably at some point. Yeah, Van Dorn is just a wee bit low on rounds.
Commander.
But his Nova gun just chewed Wraith apart. One double tap and a level 9 mechanical choker is no more. It was pretty freaking marvelous, actually, I gotta say. That made me feel very, very good inside.
Heading out.
We're getting on further and further into the belly of the beast here, man. I'll tell you what. This is, it's another big mission. It's another good mission, though. I mean, it's not like we're going, like, completely crazy, having insurmountable odds. The Muton room is probably the worst room we've had so far.
On task.
And we've been activating a lot of double packs here, and that's made this run seem harder than the other ones, because we've just had some bad activations, in essence, and that's really been the issue. Not necessarily bad in the sense that we fucked up, because things are just on top of each other. That's where the packs happen to be. But we've been handling them 2 at a time. We were doing okay. So, you know, 2 level 9 bosses at a time, handled that. So, all good overall. I'm pretty happy with how this one's going. We've taken a bit more damage, but, you know, we expect to take lumps on a mission like this. They're not going to go down without a fight. Set that up. Keep waiting them to come through the door.
Кажется, мы здесь не одни.
Yeah. I agree, we're not alone here. Кажется. Okay, so I don't know what that pack was there. I didn't get a beat on the audio. I didn't get a beat on what that pack was, so I actually have no idea. We're gonna get our double tapper into that position as best we can. Wow, Van Dorn's got a little way to go. Big distances here too. It's a long map, as always. But this is the same setup. There's an alternate setup for this this base raid that you can get, and I mean, it's not like any worse or better than this one, honestly.
Solid copy, Commander.
I'm gonna put Zhang on that side because Dorn won't be able to double tap if he has to go into that position. I mean, if he has to move, Zhang can still move and fire and still be pretty useful. What was I saying? Alright, we can get another setup on this. We haven't seen the alternate setup map yet, so Saint's still suffering under the influence of acid. We're not going through the door while Saint's still tripping acid balls. It'll go away soon, and the volume's already releasing him from its grip in kind of an accidental way. But we're going to set up our mechs out this way. Probably set up Baker on this corner so she can get hit and run on whatever's there without having to move, if it comes to that. We're going to have Nova running the line just like Saint's going to be running the line on. Let's get Zoidberg behind this cover. Let's get Wolf. Wolf's going to be in a sniping position from here, so we're going to get him in that position for now.
Good copy.
They're going to set up a nice steady aim through this doorway, since the pack is to the left. It could be immediately to our left. That's also very, very highly possible. So we're going to have to kind of feel it out a little. We should be fine. No real opportunities for captures here, but again, given the opposition we're facing here, I'm not exactly going to say, yeah, we need to go for captures pretty hard. I'm going to be pretty happy if we just come out of this alive and no one takes any lumps, and we can quickly upgrade our mech to a mech 7. So the next tier of mechs is big. It's a big jump in survivability, a big jump in DR, and it's going to help us survive a lot lot I'll feel much better about putting our non-armored mech, our agile mech, out in the front line without expecting it to get absolutely wrecked. Because now I'm still a little like, I don't know if I want to put him there, and now it'll be a little easier. So Saint, reload this while you're still tripping on acid. Alright, let's listen. Okay, we got Sectoid and mech, yep. Sectoids are moving, for sure. Is that another Sectoid pack that we heard, or was that just a double? I don't know. That would be a lot of packs. Way more than I would expect, honestly, even on a mission like this. Let's get this set up right. Cairo, come right there. Good. That gun, don't stick it through the doorway. Not ready for that yet. Alright, let me get Dorn in that corner, because I need you to be there.
Heading out.
Perfect. Saint is no longer on the influence of acids. We can move him easily. Wolf is going to take up this
Heading there
position.
now.
And steady. Excellent's going to take up
On
this
my way.
position. Zoidberg is going to go support from the corner here, I think.
Got it covered.
And we're going to set up our rocket. You know what, actually? I'm going to set my rocket right on that corner, actually. That'll be even easier, because it'll file them through if I need to, and it'll be a better angle to spread left.
Position confirmed.
Lock this up. Saint is fully loaded, so we're ready to go. Yep. You're still in one for all, so we're going to Overwatch. Nova's fully loaded. In case somebody comes through the door, I want to be ready. Jean, steady the weapon. Excellent Overwatch in case someone comes through the door. Wolf, steady the weapon. Saint, Overwatch. And let's see if we have an intel what's going to wait for us through here. Oh, shit, something's to the right now. Did it patrol all the way over? That sector pack could have patrolled all the way to the right. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Still patrolling. Alright. Well, as much as I'd like to breach now, we're running out of time, so I'll breach next time. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of XCOM Long War. We know what our strategy is. We know the theory. We're going to execute next time and see what we've won as we open this door and hopefully wreck any opposition in our way. I've been Urs. I'll see you all next time. Till then.